G'day, Australia's psychic cowgirl, Tonia Reeves, coming at you from my home base today in Sunday Creek. So we are all here gearing towards coming into that Christmas time of year. So it's a lot of, it's fun and exciting and a great time to connect with family and friends. And, for here in Australia, it's quite a joyous occasion. For many of us that are missing loved ones this year, of course, that tends to dim that a bit, and quite often I come across this. So for those of you that aren't able to celebrate it with your loved one, know that they are around and still want to connect with you in spirit. So even if you set the table with a place for them, have a candle burning, we always do that with our mothers, like my mother's passed, my partner's mother's passed, and my stepson's mother's passed. So we have, there's a lot of mothers in spirit around us on Christmas Day, and we love to include them and make them part of a special day when we all get together. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that as well, and say, we can, we can still invite them in, even in the, for those that have passed over and are in spirit, we can certainly get them to feel included in our celebrations and then watch the magic unfold. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool way to connect. And, as hard as it is to be without your loved ones at Christmas time, we still want to celebrate their memory and, and enjoy our life here, because that's what they want. They don't want us to see us miserable and sad and, not enjoying our life while we are here, because who knows how long we're here for. So we have to enjoy each moment. We need to embrace it. And, just remember that we don't know for ourselves exactly where the future is going to direct us. So enjoy it and take a moment to, just embrace that. Another really great thing, and I think I mentioned this last week for those that maybe missed a show, is doing a review on your year or even your decade. Like, I look back and think, wow, it's been a pretty amazing journey the last 10 years. And, we look at 2020 as a new decade. So it's, not just the turning of a new year, it's a new decade. So we can learn a lot when we look back at what has happened to us over the last 10 years. So I invite you to write that down and just, the good and the bad, but certainly detail what's happened to you in the last 10 years and some highlights of what's been really special and things that you hold, close to your heart, and things that you really want to, sit down and congratulate yourself over. And these can be really simple things like, just day-to-day life, goals that we've met. We might have, say, improved our health and feeling the best we have for most of our life. We might have celebrated the birth of a child or a grandchild over the last 10 years. And, all of that's exciting milestones that really deserve to be celebrated. And, the more gratitude we bring in with all of that, the more that we bring more to us and will do over the next decade. So, it's pretty exciting stuff. What else? We also embracing our fur friends. So for those with dogs and cats and horses, looking at the fun times that you've had with them, for those that still have their pets around them, of course. We've got a little old Jack Russell. When I say old, he's 9, I think maybe going on 10. He's getting a bit old and grumpy, and it's quite interesting to think that it's been, he joined us at the beginning of this decade, and, it's been 10 years. So the time goes, and sometimes looking back and just enjoying those moments again and the fun times that you've had help bring more of that to us ready for next year. We also have the full moon, which is one of the strongest full moons we've encountered this year, which is pretty amazing, on the 12th of the 12th. That is happening here in Australia. It's tonight. I think over in America it's Wednesday for you guys. So get out and check out the moon and really feel the energy that you're picking up from it at the moment. It's quite powerful, and it's our last full moon for the year, so that's something to celebrate. So even if you just pop out tonight, for those in America it's already nighttime, go and check out the moon and, just really connect in. And I like to, a great thing for me is connect to my heart space and just take a few deep breaths and then connect with the energy of the moon. So it's just whether you're looking out the window or you're actually outside, it's bathing in the moonlight. And, it's a pretty powerful thing to do. For a lot of people, it's putting their crystals and things out tonight so that everything's getting cleansed. It could be sacred water that you're putting out there, whatever it is that floats your boat. Just don't forget to do it. That's my reminder today. So reminding myself as well. And so enjoy this last full moon. So it's quite powerful, and there's a lot going on. So for a lot of us, it's a good time to review the past. It's a good time to sort of sit down tonight and go, okay, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what am I letting go of? And sometimes we don't need to know the answers, and remembering that things happen and there's a lot that is out of our control as humans throughout our life. We can't, control everything. So just let go of what no longer serves you. Or if you really have a desired outcome and you're feeling a bit frustrated that it hasn't happened, or you feel like you're being held back, don't worry about it. Let it go and just trust that the universe will bring it to you in the right time. And sometimes you find as soon as you let go of the outcome, it'll bring it to you quicker. So I've always found that that's a really good one. So for those of you that needed that message today, I'm sharing it. Thank you. All right, on to my first caller. I've got Rashonda in College Station, Texas. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
I love your name. It's beautiful. Did I pronounce that right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Texas. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for calling in. Did you have an area that you wanted me to focus on, Rashonda, or would you like me just to tune in? What works for you?
Love with my relationship.
Okay. Good. Let's connect in with what's happening there. So it's like, okay, Spirit is showing me you're ready to dig in deep with as far as the relationship goes. So I'm ready to make a fairly full-on commitment, and it's almost like it's just you're wanting to get that confirmation from your other half that they're feeling the same. I want to say what Spirit is showing me is that you are both in alignment. There is a little bit of tweaking of things, so I feel like you're both very I'm laughing because they're showing me butting heads. Two people can butt heads a lot, so you're both quite strong-willed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I even feel like I could be an Aries and a Taurus, or like a ram and a bull, because I feel like sometimes we butt heads. But in saying that, and I do that with my partner, we're both fire signs, so it's not unusual for us to butt heads, and want to kill each other one minute and then it's all good, the next. So I can relate to that, and I feel like for you it's a little bit the same. I do feel like with your partner, there's something around they don't really feel heard or understood. So there's some kind of, it's almost like the communication they feel they're getting isn't sometimes adequate. So it almost makes you feel a bit like, hang on a minute, I'm giving you all that I can, but why aren't you feeling satisfied? Mm-hmm. And with that, I want to say it's almost like we're talking a different language. So I would highly recommend that you look up the book, The 5 Love Languages, and you'll be able to re-listen to this. So if you don't have time to write that down, but Gary Chapman's got a great book on love language, and it's almost like we've got to understand each other's language so that we know we can bring the best version of ourselves and also have an understanding of each other in the way that we communicate. Because I just feel like there's at times with the two of you, one's talking Chinese and one's talking English, like it's like we're not fully communicating. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't see it as a bad thing, so I don't feel like it's something you guys can't work through. I feel like you've both had a lot of stuff happen in your life, and there's a real resonance with the two of you in that you both understand, have done it hard in the past, and it's like you've come together now and you both have a good understanding of that, and you give yourself support, so you're both very supportive of each other, which is lovely.
So, like as of right now, where do I stand with this guy?
Well, I feel like there's, besides the fact that we butt heads and we're hot and cold a little bit, I see that working through that and pushing through it, that things will pan out. So is there upset around things at the moment? Is that what you're asking in regards to?
I'm sorry, say it again. Yes, like as far as do he love me, or stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's a real connection between the two of you. And I do want to say with him, I feel like he's a bit scared. So it's almost like what he's feeling with you is a little bit scary for him. So I feel that aspect is what's coming through. And it almost feels like he comes on strong and then pulls back. It's like there's a fear around committing, and I almost feel like I want to say getting his heart broken. So it's a little bit like there's been heartbreak before, and very scared to really delve in deep again at the risk of getting heartbroken again.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's been conversing with this other female. Do he love her, or what kind of feelings do we have for the other girl?
Look, I think the other girl is a bit of fun and is light and is not, there's not that connection that he has with you, but it's easy. So, sometimes that can be the big challenge when there's relationship. When we get in deep with somebody and they've had that past hurt, sometimes that can absolutely make them take a step back. What I see with her is she's easy and there's not the depth of connection, but I don't see it being a long-lasting connection. It's like a bit of fun at the moment and a bit of a distraction, but there's not the depth of it. So it's almost like for you, keep standing in your power. You know what you bring to the table, and I feel like he does too, but there's just that little bit of fear to definitely commit. So the more that you about faith and get on with doing what you need to do, the more he's going to have time to think about what isn't there in his life at the moment. And I see him missing you and coming back. So I wouldn't hesitate around that. To me, what Spirit is showing me is you've got this. It's just a case of playing these cards right.
Yeah. Okay. So do you see him leaving her soon, or?
Look, I see that, by early next year, things are going to change and be quite different. And I know what Spirit is showing me, he's already spoken to you about the issues that they have together, and there's not strong foundations there. So it's like you already know that, whereas the two of you have quite strong foundations. So it's just a case of you stepping up, doing what you need to do, because there's also something they're showing me around you. There's something around you making a move and doing what you need to be doing. So are you hanging on to making a move, waiting to see what's going to happen with him? Because I feel like there's a question mark around you need to continue doing what you wanted to do.
Yes. You're right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, because it's like, don't stop that. Just get on and do it. You know what? Because he's going to come along, he can rise up to you rather than you hanging back for him. So the more you step into doing that and going, you know what, you're either with me or you're not, the more he's going to go, oh my God, she's moving forward without me. Because there's something, he misses you a lot.
You're right.
He misses you heaps when you're not around.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So it's like, to me, you hold the cards and you have the power. And it's for you moving forward with this. He needs to lift his game and make that decision that he wants to join you. And I see that as you gather a strength that you're moving forward, there's also something about you moving forward. You're going to attract others around you. So he will be a bit, hang on a minute, there's other men around here. It's not just about him. So that will in turn create him to really have to own how he feels about you and coming clean about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, have fun with this is what I want to say.
Yes,
So
and I'm constantly hearing, it's something about Friday the 13th is my lucky day. Do you see that? Like, what does that mean? Like, what's going to go on that day?
Was that the day you were born, you were saying, or you just been guided to that number?
Yes. I was told about maybe Friday the 13th was my lucky day, or what's going to go on that day.
Yep. I love, to me, 13 is a powerful number. I absolutely love it. Some people are very much like, oh, it's not a good luck thing, but that's rubbish. So the 13 goes back to a 4 number, which is a great solid number. And it's almost like for you want to follow the signs. There's a male in spirit who's handing me the information to give to you, and he's there. It's almost like you're honouring him. So there's aspects of him in you, and he's quite proud of what you've done and how you've negotiated things, I want to say. So if this is not your dad in spirit, it's somebody that you are closely connected with, because he's very nurturing towards you.
I'm sorry, can you repeat yourself on that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
We've got a little bit of a dodgy connection, but there's a male in spirit. So it's like he's looking out for you. He's acknowledging that you have some of his traits, and it's like he's really proud of you. So he's like patting you on the shoulder to say, well done.
And the bag.
So I'm not sure exactly what you've been through, but it's like he's there as a support to you. So if he's not your father in spirit, he's a male that's quite supportive of you. So it feels like he's nurturing you.
Yeah. Okay.
So look for the signs with that. We could be talking a grandfather here. He presents as quite a good-looking man. He's quite tall, and it's he really wants to get his messages across to you. And I do feel like there's a relevance with numbers that he's showing you signs on where to go and what to do. So it is like, Rashonda, you're getting obvious signs of what you need to do. I really want you to follow that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So no doubting, no having to second guess things. For you moving forward, 2020 is about honouring those signs and knowing you are exactly where you need to be. And where you need to be is going and heading forward. And it's like, I'm not going to be held back by anyone or anything. So we want you embracing that and going, you know what? 2020, hell yeah, a big hell yeah for me. Like I'm showing that.
Yeah. So do you see this guy reaching out to me, like calling me soon?
Yeah. Once you move forward and do what you need to be doing, he will then have to I want to say he needs to pull his britches up and get moving.
You're right about that.
Yeah, okay. So that's the message here. The main thing for you is keep going forward. You're not letting any one personal situation stop you from going where you need to be. And, you're quite psychic. You're quite in tune. I can feel that with just connecting with your energy. And trusting that will be your best guidance ever, and you will not look back, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
So keep me posted. I've got to go on to my next caller, but yeah, please send me a message. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. But I really feel the new year, things will be shown to you and you'll be like, yeah, I've got this.
Okay. And I was told that I was going to get some money soon. Do you see, like, within the next month or this month? Could you sense that?
What I see for you is I'm provided for. So it's almost like if there's things that you're waiting on or money to come in, it will arrive as you need it. So don't overthink it. Don't worry about the money side of things. Just know that what you need will come to you. And I want to say in unexpected ways, he's showing me. So, yeah, I feel like there's a few things that come to you that you go, wow, out of the blue, I've got extra money.
Yes.
Okay. So you enjoy, my dear. Look, 2020 is going to be amazing for you. Just keep stepping forward and don't hesitate, and all is well. So thank you for ringing in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, I've got going on to my second caller, Natalie in Terrace, British Columbia, Canada. Natalie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Why do I pick up a dog around you? I feel like I've got a dog. Straight away when I read your name, I'm like, do you have a dog?
No, not at all.
Have you had one that's passed? Because I just feel like I wanted to go to a dog.
I had a dog. I've had a dog in the past, maybe 4 years ago. I had given it
Yeah.
to somebody because I couldn't take care of him.
Okay. But he's still around? He's not passed? No? He's still alive?
No, I haven't seen him in 4 years. So.
Yeah. Okay. There's something, I don't know where that fits, but it might be something coming up in the future. But it's definitely relevant to a dog. There's almost like for you, there's something around a situation going on at the moment where, I just want to say, there's something happening where we want you to stand in your personal power and not get dragged into something that isn't yours. So I just feel like I want to go to say, don't allow yourself to get dragged into other people's drama because it's not necessary. So just, that just snapped into my head. It's like being objective and standing in your own personal power and not getting dragged into things. And I feel like that's something that you've come to terms or you've got to understand this year through lessons and people coming in and out. It's like, I'm going to honour myself here now. But it's almost like as a wrap up for this year for you is I'm not taking anyone's rubbish, like if they're not going to be upfront with me, they can stay behind and I'm going to move forward.
Right.
I also want to get a bit excited around you. There's something around, I'm just connecting with what they're showing me. There's something around a bit of an awesome opportunity coming up for you. So this to do with your career, because that's what I feel like. It's towards or around you doing something. Let me see.
Well, I'm going to a trip in 4 months. That could be it.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm going on a trip in about 4 months. That could be it.
Woohoo! And is that an extended trip? Like,
I'm kind of a business trip that I'm looking forward to, like getting away.
Yeah, absolutely. There's opportunities coming to you, and this is to do with so I see it as a professional side, which is like your career. So there's something around people approaching you, and it's like I'm collaborating with others in the same field, but I'm taking it to the next level. So, and possibly that trip is a bit of a, how can you put it? It's like that's very relevant for you to be attending and mixing it up because there's new people coming around with this opportunity.
Yes.
And I'm excited, like just connecting in with when that information first came to me, I felt like really like, yeah, I'm so excited about this. So it's like I want you to get really excited and go, oh, there's some really big things coming up for you. And I do want to say they're bigger than what you can imagine. So don't limit yourself to going, oh, it's going to be X, because I feel like I want to say to you, it's going to be bigger than you think. And there's more money coming with it.
Great.
Yeah, so it's like I'm getting paid really well, and it's like I'm paid and I am appreciated for all that I bring to the table, and you bring a lot to the table. So it's like, you've got this, and, I really want to get excited and go, you could take this anywhere.
Right.
So don't feed into any doubt or not having confidence, because so what they're showing me is you're going to step out of your comfort zone. There will be aspects of you standing up on stage as well. So if you're not confident around that, get practicing.
Right.
Right? So it's like,
great.
I see you, there's something around doing some short courses to, to build up your toolkit. And it's not like that you need anything major, but you will be, because you like to learn. Your brain's very much, you like to keep learning new things, which I love because I'm like that myself. But it's like for you, I'm learning new skills that I'm bringing to the table. And, partly, obviously, we're standing up on stage, we're talking public speaking, getting comfortable with doing that. So I see you expanding on that.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah. Now, have you got a question? Because I've got a few minutes left, but I don't want to miss any aspect that. Is there something that you would like me to answer for you?
Well, I have an uncle that passed away, and his birthday just passed. And it's been passed away for quite a while, and I just kind of wanted some clarity if he was okay, if he's watching over me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So you've got your uncle in spirit, and who else did you say was in spirit? There's another male?
I think my uncle.
Okay, all right. But okay, let me have a look. Ooh, dreams become a reality, a joyful time. Okay, let me see. He's okay. Got a bit of a character. He's got a bit of personality about him, so it's pretty easy in that he's telling me he gives you the signs. So it's like I feel like there's messages that come through to you. I feel like what he's showing me is it's the nighttime because of the house. I feel like it's a little bit darker. So do you find your lights flicker, or there's something around him playing tricks on you to show you that he's around?
Do
you notice that? Right? Because it's like it's quite relevant. He does give you the signs.
Yeah. Sometimes I catch myself waking up at night thinking there's somebody here.
Yeah, that's right. And it's like he's around. I want to feel like when he's around, it's like I've got an arm around my shoulders and I'm having a warm hug. So I feel like he puts his arm around you. So sometimes you might feel goosebumps or feel really warm, but it's like he's definitely giving you signs. He wants you to say you're on easy street now. Or he wants me to say to you, sorry. So it's like, don't doubt. He's giving you the signs, a little bit like my last caller. And he catches up with you through the day, but I do want to focus on I'm outside as well. So not just of a nighttime, but there's something around being outside, looking for the signs. And I feel like animals are messengers for you. So I want to go to like birds or, and these aren't just your common things. When you see something random, know that that's him connecting. And he's quite proud of you. He said, thank you for helping. There was something around him passing that you stood up for or made sure that his wishes were, were able to be passed on. So it's like, thank you for that. Now, I'm running out of time, but please message me, Natalie, Australia Psychic Cowgirl on Facebook, and I'll expand out with a message from him for you. So we've got a little bit more time, okay?
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Same time, same place next week. Woohoo!